skunk right there. You see him? You see it? Did you guys see that? Good morning, Mr. Toby Dog. How's it going, buddy?
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the farm. It's a kind of warm morning here on the farm. It's 24 degrees Fahrenheit right now, but definitely not all that cold either. Like, it's been kind of a cold winter here on the farm. Not that I'm complaining, but we've got some farm chores to do today and want to give you guys some updates. Oh, there's the Abby dog. Where were you hiding, Abs? Were you sleeping? Huh? I heard you barking very late into the night last night. Yeah, I woke up around, I don't know, probably like 2:30 last night, and I heard Abby specifically, because I can tell the difference between Toby's bark and Abby's bark, but I heard Abby and coyotes, like going back and forth. And it was very faint because we currently have like our storm windows and like our interior insulating windows in place right now because it's the cold season, but I could just very faintly hear it. Like, that's actually a sound that I hear very regularly in the summertime, but it's rare that I really wake up for it in the winter. But it was kind of a reassuring thing to hear. Let's get our bird feed. We're gonna go see our birds. Let's go, come on. And then we'll take care of our goats. The goats always want to get taken care of first, but no, you really need to do the birds first. The dogs are very protective of this building. That's why you'll notice some of these yellow markings right along the edge of it. Like, here's some more of it. If we were to go along the far edge, you'd see even more of it. That's like their #1 way that they keep their animals safe from all the predators. I know, you're excited to go inside. Hang on. Let me open the door. Inside. It is nice and warm in here today. I feel like sometimes it doesn't feel like the coop is that much warmer. Like, it's freezing temps. And so, like, when it's -20, it's probably like -5 in here. But on days like today, where it's like in the 20s out there, it's like, it probably feels like it's 40 degrees inside of here right now. The birds definitely seem appreciative of the warmer weather, that's for sure. I just noticed that they're a lot more active when you got the warm weather versus when it's like sub-zeros. They just kind of stand around and look miserable. Look at this flock ready to go. Look at this Abby dog ready to go. Aw. Rat trap check is negative. Yeah, it's now been several weeks since I've seen any sign of a rat. So I'm starting to get comfortable with the idea that the 2 rats that I killed, probably the only 2 rats we were really dealing with. I think between the trapping and the livestock guardian dogs, we've been able to address that rat problem, which is good. I don't know if you guys just saw that, but Honky Kong and his girlfriend are starting to surround Abby dog a little bit. You can tell they're the ones who are most ready for mating season. Keep looking for eggs. It doesn't seem like we've gotten any so far. Abby, have you seen any goose eggs? This is right around the time of year where we should be getting goose eggs. It's funny, I went back and looked at videos from last year right around the same time, and I was saying the exact same thing where it was like mid-February, and I was like, uh-oh, I hope we get goose eggs. I'm worried we're not getting our goose eggs yet, and then we got our goose eggs, so just a matter of time. Actually, as I look at my goose flock this year, I've noticed it's basically 2 groups. So there's these 2, so Honky Kong and, I don't know, Bride of Honky Kong, I guess we'll call her, are like one chunk of the goose flock. And then there's the more mature Bruce the Goose wing of the goose flock. So Bruce is actually this gander that you see right here. So this guy, he's like my senior gander. The Honky Kong is kind of the junior gander. And then the ladies pair off with them more or less. But at least in my experience, it seems like only Honky Kong has like one girlfriend, and Bruce basically has a whole harem. You 2 are very loud and sassy, you know that? What do you think of those 2, Abby? So I think today is the day that I finally tackle setting up my goose nests. Like, I usually wait a little bit and don't rush to set these up because usually the chickens will try to roost on the nests, and so I'm trying to avoid having that happen this year. But I'm pretty sure at this point all the chickens are sleeping in or on their coop, and so I could probably set up these nests. Excuse me, Abs. Digging for there, Abby dog? At one point there were chickens that were roosting on this. There's more than average chicken poop in here. I think Abby's picking up on something over here. I actually had a rat trap over here just to see if there would be a rat coming in, but no.
Oh, now I kind of see why Abby was interested. It seems like this is the spot where there was the rat tunnel. So if you guys recall, when I did that rat exploration about a month ago, I found there was a tunnel running along this wall. Me moving these pallets actually opened that up. So is that what you were spelunking there, Abby dog? Is that what you were looking at? You can keep working, go for it. All right, so it seems like Abby has completed her excavation and now the chickens are exploring. This actually does show you one other cool feature of the hoop coop. So see all this soil that's here? Like, you can easily go down maybe about a foot and it's not frozen solid. Meanwhile, it'd be hard to get even like 3 or 4 inches down below there, even once you got past all the frost and ice. And so you see how actually just having this structure here keeps the soil warmer when it comes to growing food inside this space is another one of the advantages. Plus you get the benefit of things like chicken poop and broken down straw, which makes just a wonderful composting growing medium. What do you think, Abby? Is there anything in there? I think it's clear. It looks like the tunnel is clear. You have destroyed the tunnel. You have done your job and done it well, girl. So while Abby was digging, this is what I've been building. This is just essentially my simple nesting setup. It's got little zones and areas for the geese to come in and lay their eggs. I'll come in here later today and add more straw to get them fully set. This way, as they start laying their eggs, they have a place to lay them. The ducks actually end up using it as well, and so it's a pretty handy tool. So you two, I just made you new nests. Feel free to start laying eggs in there. That's the spot, okay? Really, all of you. So I'm pretty sure I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 females and 2 males. Is I think the configuration I have. It's always a little tricky with geese, but I'm pretty sure I've got them identified properly. Like, I know Bruce with 100% certainty. The only one, I think that might actually, I thought he was a gander, but he might not be. I don't know. It might be a hen. Chicken's getting ready to lay? It's okay, you're allowed to lay eggs. Hey Toby Dog, what were you doing over there? While I was working, I noticed Toby Dog had actually gone out over here, and he seemed to be putting the work in out in this space. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but the goats are losing their ever-blessed minds. Yes, 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 it's time to feed the goats. Okay. We want Bluey and Bingo, but we don't want Barnacus or Lauren to come out yet. Come on. Come on, Bluey. Lauren, please make way. Come on, Blue. I'll be back for you in a minute here, Lauren. Just let the girls go do their thing first. The girls make an immediate beeline for their food. Abby makes an immediate beeline to inspect her goats.
How's it going, Captain Janeway? Are you girls done? Did you finish? You think I have more food? That's just the empty bucket for the chickens. Yep, you housed your grain. You already housed your grain, I saw it. You can lick that one, but there's nothing there to eat. Okay, Larney. Okay, Barney. I'm gonna let you guys out now. Come on. Come on out. Come on out, buddy. Lauren, don't knock over the camera. Oh, easy. Goats can be chaos for cameras. They always go, they first check the buckets, see if there's any leftover grain. I know Barnacus, there's never any leftover grain or leftover dog food. And now they'll probably end up going over to see the cattle. Which, speaking of, I should probably go check to make sure their water's not frozen. Come here, boys. Open up your water. Okay, so their water is now opened up. The boys seem like they're doing okay. They've got a little bit of hay left over. I'll probably feed hay either this afternoon or tomorrow morning. I don't know. I gotta run to the store first and get diesel for the tractor before I do either of those things. They have enough hay to get by till tomorrow morning. The girls definitely have enough hay to get by till tomorrow morning, so I don't know. We'll see what we do here. You boys gonna go visit the cattle? That's like everything that you usually do. Oh, you wanted that hay? I love watching Blue and Bingo headbutt each other. It's just infinitely adorable to me. Hang on, hang on. Hang on, guys. And they actually usually scoop up their ground hay, and I'll feed this to the cattle. I don't like to let the goats eat the hay on the ground because I don't want them to get parasites, but there's much less risk in then feeding this stuff to the cattle, so that's why I do it. Here you go, boys. Some bonus hay. Meatloaf is getting a little bite. Here comes Macho Man. He gets very excited when he gets to eat the goat hay. Okay, you vultures. We got food for Pablo and we got food for Jenny. There you go. Dig in, girl and boy. Good cats. I love how Ginny leans into her pets. She even forsakes her food. Pablo, he's all business. So one of the interesting things about this gas station is it connects right up to the vast snowmobile trail. And so you'll very regularly see folks coming off the trail, coming over here to refuel and, you know, continue on the trail, which I don't know. It's like one of those very cool, uniquely Vermont things to have, but yeah, this is our local gas station, or at least the best place for me to get diesel. So, you know, driving around here has me thinking a lot about the one of the latest Substack posts that I just put out, where I tried to, in comic strip form, tell the story of a small Vermont town through the perspective of a bus driver. One of the things that's coming up again, and it happens every year as we get closer to town meeting season, is there's a lot of tension right now about whether or not the rural schools in Vermont are going to be able to stay open. There's a lot of challenges related to property taxes and affordability in Vermont. And one of the things I personally am very strongly in support of is a second home tax here in Vermont. So basically an incremental additional tax for folks who own a second home to pay in addition to like non-homestead taxes. And the big reason for that is because I actually see that like not living in a community full time has a significant cost, and a tax like that is just intended to compensate for that cost of you know, basically taking that housing stock. But that said, it's actually a very thorny and complex issue, and so I tried to explore that in a comic as well as the essay on Substack, which I'll leave a link down below if you want to go read. I also, as kind of part of the same
effort, ended up sitting down with my local state senator, Scott Beck, and interviewing him and talking about second home taxes. That's actually a video you can watch over on the Morgan Gold channel. I bring this up because it has definitely been something I've been thinking a lot about. And yeah, it manifests itself in all sorts of interesting ways, like the comics I'm drawing or some of the little side conversations I'm having right now. So it's about 35 degrees Fahrenheit right now, and it's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I figured this would be the perfect time to try to de-ice the water trough a little bit. As you can see, it's got a pretty healthy coat of ice on the outer rim here. It's maybe about a foot thick. I'm gonna try smashing some of this out and hopefully get it light enough that I can lift the water trough up. Just a fair warning, that may or may not happen. This might be actually too thick for me to be able to do that, but let's give it a shot. Hey Buttercup, hey Cindy Lauper. Don't let this stress you out. I don't want the noise to spook you. Hey, what's up there, baby bee? I actually don't want any of the cattle around here, so I'm gonna give them a minute to skedaddle. If you want a drink of water, get your drink of water, but I gotta come over here to do some work. Skedaddle, go, go, go. Either drink or go. Take your pick. I know, baby bee. Yeah, baby bee is like, she's like, I don't know, probably the heifer at this point who will let me do the most with her. Sometimes she actually gets a little bit of a boundary issue that I have to been working with her on, which is why you see me holding this to like keep her from getting too close. It can be a little bit of a safety issue if cattle don't know boundaries. And because baby B didn't really grow up with calves her own age, because she was the only calf I had that year, she can get a little bossy. And please don't try to eat my sledgehammer there, girl. Now Audrey's curious too. This plan might not go the way I thought it would. The girls are down to the last of their hay, so maybe if I feed them hay, they'll leave this area alone and it'll give me a chance to actually get in here and break up the ice. You know, it's funny, with Joey Ramone no longer on the farm, Macho Man is unquestionably the toughest animal we got here. And like, he doesn't really have any like contenders or challengers. So I've noticed when I feed the hay, he likes to like fight the hay bale. It's like the one thing he can use to get his aggression out, and I don't know, it seems fine. But particularly when I feed hay, you gotta be careful and give him a little space, you know? All right, now with all the girls distracted over here, this gives me a chance to try to break up this iceberg. Should have probably wore eye protection. But just watching this, there is no way I am busting this up. This is staying in here for at least a couple of more days. Like maybe if we have a couple of days like this, I'll be able to pop that open, but it's not happening anytime soon. Did you just see Bingo? She just tried to mount Toby Dog. He kind of took it in stride. I'm surprised he didn't growl at her. You got some naughty goats on your hand there, buddy. Yeah, I'm talking about you two girls. You seem like you're full of beans right now. What's up? I don't know if the footage caught it while I was feeding the hay to the boys, but the goats ended up trying to sneak down there, and I think Macho Man tried to chase them away a little bit. It seems like Barney and Larney snuck back in there and they're keeping their distance, but Bluey and Bingo got too spooked, and now I think they're hanging out here with Toby Dog. Were you girls just afraid? Huh, Blue? Huh? Oh, it's okay, sweetie. Even though if I just reveal my fingers, she's probably gonna try to chomp on them. Aren't you? Yeah, you're gonna just try to eat my fingers? Eat my fingers. You're a goat. You're not supposed to eat meat. Toby, he's a carnivore, but he doesn't eat my fingers, no. He just lets me pet him. When I pet Toby Dog, it's like my magical release of serotonin. Well, let's go collect some eggs. Toby Dog, come on, you can collect eggs with me. Bingo and Bluey, you are not allowed in this place, so you're gonna have to stay out. Ooh, hey, we got an Abby in here too. This door only locks from the outside, so when I come in to prevent goats, I put a rock in place. How you doing there, Lady Abington? Aw, you giving me your belly? Okay, I'll give you a belly rub. Oh, you're such a good girl. You know that, Abby? What are you doing? What are you even doing back there? I don't know, Toby. I can't make heads or tails of it. But she's definitely giving me tails. It's time to collect eggs. Are you nesting? You look like you're about to nest. Nope, nothing in there. Probably in the next couple of days, I'm going to replace this nesting box with a better design. I've been thinking a lot about it, and I think I've come up with a better approach. So you'll see that in the next couple of weeks. Right now, it's hard to clean and hard to keep the eggs clean, and so I'm hoping to do some improvements, have it be harder for it to get dirty, have it be easier for me to just like open it up and sweep it out and keep it clean. One thing I've noticed is there's like 1 or 2 chickens that have been starting to like try to peck at the eggs, and so I think I need to have it roll back further too so that they don't have the risk of eating the eggs. Because once you have a chicken that eats eggs, you basically have to eat that chicken. Abby, I need your help. We've got some goats that need to learn a lesson. I can hear them trying to break in. I said no goats in this house. Lauren, hey, Lauren, get away, get away. Come on, Tobes, help me out, help me out. Shoo them away, come on. Yeah, I don't want the goats in the hoop coop because they will try to eat the bird food, and that's really not good for them, particularly not good for the boys. But even the girls, they could like gorge themselves to the point of getting bloat and they could die. So you gotta be like really careful when you're mixing poultry and goats. I gotta say, it seems like Bluey and Bingo are getting their spring oats. They're getting pretty energetic lately.
Bang your head! Bang your head! Do it! Do it!
All right, since it doesn't look like I'm gonna be able to get the water troughs de-iced, I might as well start pouring the water for the cattle for the day.
You know, it's funny. It definitely seems like Barnacus has been adopted and become a part of the boy herd. Like, they love letting them just hang out with them and eat the hay. Like, the girls will sneak in, but they definitely seem more skittish and are less welcome than Barnacus. And then poor Larn, he's always left on the outside. Like, he wants to hang out with them. He'd really like to hang out with them, but he just can't fit in, or at least figure out a way to get in here. And if he can't get in, I don't want to let him in, because then he won't be able to get out by himself either. So poor Lauren has to eat around the edges. But Bluey and Bingo, they hang in there too. They're doing a pretty good job of mixing in with the boys. But they all know to give Macho Man his space. It's definitely starting to look like the sun is about to drop down below the horizon. It's always kind of a nice thing to watch, that low winter sun going down past the trees. You know, some days you get treated to like an incredible sky. Looks like it's gonna be pretty ordinary today. This is actually one of my favorite times for winter chores. I think I've said this in other videos, but like this kind of quiet moment as things like water's pumping and animals are eating, and it's not quite time to go in and shut the farm down for the day, but you can see the time dropping, just even visually shifting away from you. I don't know, it's very relaxing and gets you into a very thoughtful kind of mood right now, which, I don't know, I guess I just generally enjoy those thoughtful times. Isn't that right, dogs? It's a nice time to get thoughtful. Uh-oh. Abby, do you want to get playful? Yeah? Yeah? Here's our zoomy Abby. Huh? Where's the zoomy Abby? Huh? Where's the zoomy Abby? Come here. You want to get zoomies too? Go. We're getting Abby all charged up. You can get zoomed too. Come here, bud. Toby doesn't like to have zoomies. Sometimes he does, but usually he doesn't. Yeah? Yeah? Nope. Toby doesn't want to get charged up, but Abby will. She gets charged up. Come on. Yeah, sometimes I find it's nice to give Abby her zoomy time. Okay, you guys, I think it's getting to be about the time for what might be my favorite part of the day during winter chore season. This is part one. There's some more hay to the goats. And now it's time for part two, where I just start yelling, "All goats go to bed! All 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 goats go to bed!" Here they're all coming. All goats go to bed! 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 Yep. Come on, goats. Just swap out your minerals. Let me fluff up your hay, so you guys don't get hungry tonight. I don't know why, but that brings me so much joy. You guys have no idea. Okay, it looks like our water trough is full over there. Hey, Belinda. How's it going, sweetie? Just topped off the water. All right, now we can wind up our hose. And now my hose is wound, drained, and ready for use for tomorrow. And now we'll feed the dogs. And no, we're not feeding the Pablos. First, we're gonna feed our Abby dog. Come here, Abs. There you go. And then we will feed our Toby dog. This is for you, kid. And now it's time for me to start making dinner for my wife and me. And I don't know, maybe I'll check back in a little bit to see what's going on in the farm at late night. Just because I know you guys love those late look-ins. You ready for dinner time there, Ginny? Huh? Oh, you're a sweetheart. Oh, there's a skunk right there. You see him? See it? Did you guys see that? Right inside there, there's a skunk. But I do know I've got to evict that skunk. Don't want it living in my barn. That would be a disaster. How's it going, guy? Good to see you. Hi. Just me. Hi, Abby dog. It's just a little bit before bedtime. I figured it'd be nice to stop out here, visit with the pups. Hi.
And I brought you guys a surprise. I've got some meat scraps from our dinner this evening. Toby, you get some? All right, Abs. Oh yeah. Here. More for Toby. One more for Abby. No, no, no. Sit. Sit. Toby, sit. This is for Abby. That's all I got for you. That's all I got. I know. I know. I will say, there's nothing that makes me happier than giving the dogs table scraps like that. I don't know why. They get so excited and I get so excited. It's kind of like a win-win, you guys, huh? They're all hiding behind their fort, which shows that it's working. You can see Larn, you can see Barney. That's Bingo right there. Oh, and then Bluey's right behind her. That's just how they like to sleep. It's kind of a quiet night tonight. I kept waiting to hear the coyotes pop out and then I would really try to give you guys a show, but unfortunately, seems like all's quiet on the farm this evening and I'm about ready to go to bed. But I hope you guys enjoyed this update from the farm. I'll be back again real soon with another video. Thanks for watching, everybody.